Welcome, everybody. Episode 2, live from somewhere. We're very privileged to be joined by Uh-Oh and the Oh-Wells.
Yeah, happy to
Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Yeah, we are.
I guess we'll just cut to the chase on this. This isn't placement whatsoever, but this beer right here in particular is real good.
Very tasty.
Product placement is not even a thing.
No,
Thank you, TN, for
Yeah.
providing us
River
some
City.
delicious beer from River City.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
River
you,
City.
TN coming through.
Great.
Yeah.
So, guys, you just got to watch the first exclusive preview of the episode. What did you think?
I have some notes.
No, it looked great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think all of us were
Sounded great.
kind of surprised as far as how it turned out. And I mean, we saw the first episode, so we knew the production quality was there.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like for us not really getting to play together in 6 months, and,
Yeah.
you know, trying to be as COVID safe as possible,
Sure.
I think we were more surprised than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It
you
was
surprised
more just
yourselves with
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
more so like we were surprised with as a band how the heck did we sound for the first time that we've like actually heard ourselves recorded
Yeah,
playing
you did
a
great.
live show.
So,
And it was super insightful and it was enjoyable to like to see the energy that we put into our shows
Yeah.
that normally we don't have a mirror to watch that
Yeah.
as
It's
we're
cool
playing
being
it.
in the
Game
crowd.
tape.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
like,
it
it's cool
is
to
tape
be
that we
in the
can
crowd.
look over for sure.
Yeah,
See
it's
yourself
cool
play.
seeing what it's like from the crowd's perspective and seeing kind of how we jive as
Yeah.
a band, you know,
Yeah,
live,
sure.
how
Different perspective.
for
yeah,
sure.
it's because I mean, yeah, when you're
You
playing,
executed well.
yeah,
good.
You did.
Hey.
You guys also exceeded our perceptions, or not perception, but you know,
Are we a band?
we've never seen you guys like this.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
we didn't know where we were getting into. We obviously knew you guys were
Yeah, you
good.
guys kind of
Yeah.
you know, but it was I was taking a shot in the dark. You know,
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well,
yeah,
We're
that's
like grateful you did.
We gotta give
Yeah.
props to John over there because he'd worked with you guys before. Tell us a little bit about that with the knitting factory show that didn't he shoot something live with you guys or
no,
No.
that's a different band.
Yeah, no.
Those light and mirrors.
cut? So how do you guys know John Curtis?
So about this River City beer,
River City.
Kung Fu Death Monkey,
Yeah.
8.1%, as Ryan knows.
It's great.
Yeah, is it only 8.1? Oh, right.
No, it's honestly though, like it's funny how it kind of all came together because you guys were doing the sip and paint,
Mhm.
Oh,
yeah,
and,
we were
and you guys,
doing that up at the Viking.
yeah, and so then like talking to you guys kind of about like doing live streaming concerts with all the COVID stuff and everything, and then you're kind of like, oh well, we got something planned, you know, let's sit down and talk, and getting us together and talking about it, and
yeah.
well, louder, damn it. But yeah, you know, just like the whole aspect of how it all came together, kind of came together. It seems very last minute, but also very what's the word, like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for
It was
sure.
funny.
Really
James
came
and I were
together
just
well.
hanging out at the house, and then you texted James, and we're like, "Hey, there are these two guys at the Viking right now talking about wanting to film this thing. Like, can you come down here right now and chat?" And I was like,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go. We're gonna be there."
That sounds
Yeah, it's
wild.
COVID. We're not doing anything.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mask up.
Well, it worked out perfect.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
It really did.
Yeah.
I think people are gonna be fucking stoked when they see this.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's a
definitely.
great product.
Well, I mean, we
Great
had
band, great production.
absolutely.
You know.
Yeah,
You
it's
know, we had this shoot scheduled for some time, right?
Yeah.
And then the day of or the day before, we get a notification that it's
Yeah.
probably the most hazardous air.
Oh,
Yeah, we shot in what,
Possibly-
500 air
Yeah.
quality.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was like 5 or
Awful.
6. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
We
terrible.
probably
Like that.
each inhaled 5 packs of cigarettes.
More than that.
Yeah.
More
10.
than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
masks on,
so
masks
The
off.
things we do
I made
for
sure
our,
to clarify before we started that everyone was there on their own volition. It was,
Yes.
no one was under duress to
Yeah.
We were just having
make this
fun.
performance a thing.
Exactly.
But you know, we all showed up and we did our thing and it turned out really well.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
smoke actually added a nice aesthetic to the whole thing.
Yeah,
Nice
it
ambiance.
added to the vibe.
Yeah, and I know all of us were kind of hoping for like that prime smoky sunset with
Yeah.
like the bright red, and you know,
Instead of
obviously,
just-
yeah,
It was so smoky there wasn't
Yeah.
even a fucking sun.
yeah.
It was
So
just
that
cloudy.
You couldn't even see
No.
the sunset.
that didn't really
It was
pan out.
insane to me.
Yeah.
It just went from light to dark like that.
Yeah, and so with that not panning out, I'm glad we were able to get the lighting situation figured out to get those night
Those shots
It actually
really
worked cool because
Thanks to
the
your,
night shoot
your
was
Subaru with the car
good old
lights.
Subaru pulling through.
That's right.
super full through, and the night set was awesome.
Yeah,
That was my favorite part of it.
It was super nice to be able to have a little bit of a break in between those sets and get food in our stomachs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks to
just
the
like,
Thank you.
Thank you, Duncan.
Thank
you, Dunkins.
That was great.
Mom and Duncan
Toledo
providing us
came
some
in
food.
clutch.
Delicious food.
Saved
Thank
our
you so
lives.
much.
Yeah, but being able to like sit back after the first one in just like a time of setting up, getting all the audio ready to go, making sure cameras are charged, like all of that, the nitty gritty of getting things in production going.
Yep.
Like as soon as we did that, it was like, all right, let's get rolling, let's do it.
And then it's like,
And
all right, now play your songs.
Yeah,
No,
well, and I
exactly.
think
and not that that's a
Shifting
bad
the-
thing because
no, but
like
shifting the gears is like,
Exactly.
it's hard to, you got to compartmentalize.
I think it also
Yeah.
gave us the opportunity to kind of get like those like, oh shit, we're playing for this full production crew, and it gave us the jitters to get out of the way, and it gave us a chance to kind of
Well, I mean,
step
we
back
had
and
to
loosen
start
up.
the
Isn't it
first
good to feel
song.
that again though after all this time?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
for sure.
I mean,
Play a
what
show.
was it? The last show we played prior to Montana was St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, we played
Oh,
St.
yeah.
Patty's
Yeah,
Day at
St.
the
Patty's
Viking,
Day.
and the
Like
next
this
day
last
they
one.
shut down.
Yeah.
It
Everything
just
shut
snuck
down.
in right before the.
It was nice too. It was good to get out right before COVID hit because as soon as it did, it was like,
What do we do?
It was a,
What
it was a
entire
really weird, rude awakening. Like, I had a lot of friends who were releasing albums and planning tours around it.
Oh yeah.
And
All
like,
of it just-
literally the day before they were about to take off, it all got shut down.
Exactly.
That's how you market and promote a new record. You know,
Yeah.
you go
Is
on
you
YouTube.
go out and play exactly.
Yep.
I mean,
exactly.
granted, we have the internet and other means now, but like,
Hi, Brody.
dude, it come say hi.
Video.
Say hi.
This is my son, Brody. Brody, wave.
Brody.
Well, and
He's gonna be the next host.
yeah.
Yeah, host and training.
Yeah,
Host
I
and
think
training.
with the whole COVID thing too, it took a toll on, well, not only every musician but on us, because at that time we were on such a momentum track moving forward. We had different televised appearances that we
Oh,
had
yeah.
scheduled, everything like that, and so then for it to all just kind of be like we're out playing a gig, and literally the next day everything is shut down, like
Yeah.
everything stopped,
It was
and
weird.
so we all kind of went the COVID friendly route and stayed away from each other for what, a month, 2 months?
Yeah.
I'm still staying away from my bandmates.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So
And
how did you adapt to that then? Like, how do you decide to move forward as a collective with your
That's what's tough is
Yeah.
like as soon as all you have is time and what you want to do is sit and write music and be creative and let those things kind of flow through you, as soon as like if you don't have a structure and you don't have something that you absolutely have to go and do, like work for 6 to 8 hours of the day, get home, you have to still do all of your things to take care of yourself.
Yep.
That time for creativity was really like focused because before COVID hit and when I was writing the first album, it was like, all right, this is my time to go down and just forget everything that happened the day, all the lyrics that popped into my head at work, let's go put them down on a track, see how it feels. And then COVID hits and it just takes a drop from going downstairs in the studio to sit and be like, all right, a second album. I have a couple songs that I know that I can finish real quick and have it be done. But I have no draw to come down here.
Yeah.
Because
Hard to
it's
find
like,
motivation.
it's like,
Yeah.
I
There's
don't
no
have
imminent
a
deadline.
no exactly.
well,
I
there's
don't
nothing
have
there
those
to push you forward. And
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going out and experiencing day-to-day life and having those like little minute interactions that kind of give you that experience.
It's
and
inspiration.
Exactly.
something,
Yeah. A
you
lot
know?
of the first album stuff was half the time I'd be sitting at work making people coffees, and I might have been like frustrated at the time, and I was just sitting there just like singing to keep my mind off of wanting to.
So you want the double espresso?
You get that every
That's
day, man.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. But yeah, just being able to like have those things from work come home and work themselves out, and now going to work and coming back as we're slowly like getting through this. We're for sure not out of the
Nowhere
thick
near
of anything
done
with
yet.
COVID. So it's like we're kind of back into a little bit of a rhythm where it's okay, we do need to be creative. We need to get our mind going in that direction and really just kind of like put that on your mind and on your heart to get done throughout a day. And that's when you guys hit us up and gave us this opportunity to come out and play, that was like sticking a fork in an electrical socket, because it was just like, all right, let's do
We
it.
had something
Come
that we
on,
could
guys.
focus
Let's
our
like,
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
get together.
Yeah.
Let's practice. That's why I'm so grateful, because you guys like have given me, when working on like the first single and stuff, like that's releasing the first single, the next album, this comes along, we're able to play it on this show, and it sounded good, and like that's an immediate reflection, being like, okay, that sounded good, let's get more out. Let's have
Especially-
that second album move.
yeah.
Let's get singles out. Let's be creative and work with other
people are so fucking bored with all this shit. They're wanting this.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
And this
Yeah,
is such
And
a
all
good outlet.
everyone's
for that.
favorite artists are, have these labels pushing them back, pushing everything back.
Yeah.
But we need these local people, great local musicians to, release this amazing content.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what we're trying to do with this whole thing,
And it helps you stay in touch with your community in a way,
That's a
like
big one.
Spokane.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
absolutely. We're not able to go to the shows and support other local bands. We're not able to play and connect with people. And so having people be able to see this live from somewhere where you guys are local, Pacific Northwest, like Spokane, we're doing this thing with local artists. And I think that that's so cool that we're able to be a part of that.
Yeah.
'Cause, you're
Yeah.
you're continuing to foster that Edinburgh of community during this weird time where you can't go outside
Locals
and hang
helping
out.
locals
Appreciate
help
that.
locals.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
You know?
so
honestly,
and-
without you guys, like, we wouldn't have met Exact Change and Matisse. We wouldn't have met Brother Nature. Like, they're, if you're looking at it from a genre perspective, those guys are as far away from us as
Possible.
yeah. Like,
And look how cool that collaboration.
no,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And
the collab
that's
was
just
sick.
that's what
That
the
collab was
community
so sick.
needs right now.
Yeah.
But
is
that's
to
all.
be able
That's
to
all on
see.
you guys. Like, it's like I've been a musician for a long time. Tyler does audio engineering. John's been shooting videos.
Yeah, I'm a
forever.
musician
Like,
too.
it's oh yeah, he's
a
actually
drummer.
a good drummer.
He is a good drummer.
Yeah, I'm okay.
There's more drummers in this room than there ever usually is.
Finally!
But the whole motivation is just pure care and passion about expression, the artistic expression,
Absolutely.
the platform to be able to put that out there, because whether people realize it or not, it's a really important element of our day-to-day lives. Like you don't get your commercial jingles, you don't get your logos, you don't get your
It's a different era. The
You don't-
50s
you
and
don't get-
60s had
Yeah.
good commercials
see,
that you were
that's
like,
where the jingles came
whoa, like
Yeah, yeah.
listen
Exactly.
to that. What was the last Tarantino movie? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
from. Hollywood.
Like
That
the
was a good movie.
soundtrack to that, I will
Yeah.
go downstairs and clean out the basement
Yeah.
in the studio, and I'll put that on because I'm
Yeah.
like, those commercials were great. The DJs at those times, it brought everything together.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And social media is our space to do that now. Like,
Man, it's
Yes
that's what
and
you
no.
guys
Yeah,
are
yeah,
doing.
yes
Yeah.
and no.
Which also
Yeah.
sucks.
But you're right though. No, that's kind of the only avenue we really have right now.
well, if
unless
you want to
have a
get
bunch of money
stuff out,
to
yeah, exactly.
so it's just about being able to find ourselves in a position where we can help present that to everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's cool because it's a collaborative effort with you just as much as us. We've got our side of the production, but you provide the content, and then we collectively decide on what we're gonna put out there. And
Yeah.
it's cool that you guys were willing to go on that journey with us, and you even helped supply some of the equipment.
Yeah.
So
We'll
like
do what we
it's
can.
a full-on
Oh my gosh.
collaboration.
Shout out to Zach
Yeah.
Curry.
That's
Yeah.
what's been so nice, is working with you guys who you have the full recording equipment to be able to record us live and like have us really see what our live potential is. And that's what I think is so awesome about the video, is the fact that like we can
Yeah.
fully see and experience
Well,
in
and is
good quality, visually, audio, everything.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
you guys know what you're doing, and it's awesome actually like getting that hands-on experience.
It's like
of,
a happy, good episode of Black Mirrors.
exactly.
Well, and it's like
the only way. Yeah, this is the only way we can get to you.
it's also
The
like
one positive episode.
No, it's, and as you guys know, being musicians, it's completely different being up there on stage versus what's out in the front, and the sound's completely
Night and
different.
day. Yep.
The feeling's completely different. So when you're up there on stage, and like with us, like we were saying earlier, having one monitor with everything for us to
You
kind
guys
of
are
work
champions
with.
for putting up with that shit.
Which shows to your ability and your talent as a band.
You
Because
stayed in sync.
we
I
had
still
one
complain.
shitty little
You
monitor.
stayed in
I still
Yeah.
complained.
We had a
I was
couple
still like,
emotional
I could be
breakdowns.
louder.
Men
I
always
could be
complain.
smarter.
but-
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Frontman and
You don't
drummer.
hear the
I can
drummer
have a
complain
better
about it.
memory.
He's like, I can hear myself.
Yeah, the drummers are the number one complainers.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But no, it helped push us as well, and it helped kind of make us focus in a little more, and just stop taking it as like we're just practicing for fun. Let's write
Right.
a riff and
Yeah.
jam. Like
Yeah.
we have like we want to move forward with this, and we want to put something out there that we're proud of as well as they're proud of.
Well,
Exactly.
and you guys stepped up to do it too, because everyone's reflecting on these better times of expression with a platform and a stage and people showing up. But then when it comes down to just putting it out there in a moment like this, it requires a little extra effort, a little extra practice, something you're not used to.
Yeah.
And not everyone's necessarily ready to do that. It's
No,
you decide whether you want to do it or not. And
Yeah.
if you're not ready, that's fine. That's not a knock on anybody who may not be, but it's a testament to your guys' resolve and your passion that it's all kind of on the fly. Like we present this idea to you,
That's it.
and you're like,
That's
"That
that's
sounds
how
cool,
we
let's-"
roll.
That's
as a
I was
band.
gonna say that's
our
the way
MO, man.
rolls. Is it's all pretty
Yeah.
much
And
on the
It's
fly.
on the fly.
It was awesome. We couldn't have asked for a better way to follow up the first episode than
Yeah.
going in with you guys. It was great.
That's
it was
awesome.
Yeah.
like
Thank you, man.
even all the hurdles, everything just contributed to the
For sure.
end result, and now we're all buds too.
Exactly.
Well, and I think what you guys are doing with this too is going to help build a stronger community here in Spokane as far as the musicians go.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sure, as you guys know, there's like such diverse cliques of music here,
for sure.
and
And that's
it's-
what we're trying to break.
Yeah, exactly, and that's
We all
what's
know
so
there's
cool.
fucking such terrible cliques, and
Yeah.
people will think they rule all these genres.
Yeah, and I think that this is going to help break down those kind of elitist mentalities.
Yeah.
And it's going to, you guys might get some country bumpkin playing with some death metal guy
I can't.
at the end of the day.
I've
And,
been talking about
like,
this
the whole
that
time.
long.
Yeah,
I'll
and-
write a bluegrass album.
and doing some
Yeah.
collab with
So
that,
sad.
they're going to be like, all right, yeah, his blast beats are sick and I can chicken pick like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's going to be, yeah, it's
It's
going
gonna
to
be
be
like
rad.
the devil
Yeah.
went down to Georgia with a fucking guitar player.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's just about being able to have that opportunity to explore those avenues that otherwise may not have been presented.
Exactly. That's what's so nice
It's
about
the
this
willingness to
opportunity.
explore it.
Exactly.
That's
is-
what we love the collaboration part of.
That's my
Between
favorite part of the whole
episodes.
thing.
Oh,
You
exactly.
know, 'cause it pushes you guys musically and your boundaries. You
Oh,
know,
for sure.
Yeah.
I've never worked with a hip hop artist before, and
No.
you probably will again now because it turned out so great.
Hit me up. Let me know what you need.
I know we told-
probably
Got beats
we
for
can make
days.
it happen.
We told Eli, like, man, when you're down there, if you need us to come play with you down in Colorado, you let us know.
And
Oh,
how well would that work now too? Since you kind of got a feel for
Exactly.
it,
Now you
like,
know.
Yeah.
it would make total sense.
That'd
You have
be-
that connection. You have a song.
And
you
that
can
was
do
after
together.
one
Yeah.
time of meeting.
Yeah.
We
For an
met
hour.
Eli, played for an hour, shot the
Recorded it.
video.
Yeah.
And it was just like
It was just natural.
It was natural. We
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
picked it out of the air because it was what was going on. What was he thinking beforehand? What were we thinking beforehand?
Yep.
We just sat down. All we're like, all right, let's create.
Yeah,
And it all just
and
happens.
it fucking was
There it
killer.
is.
I love both of your guys' music, but now that song's my favorite of each of
No,
you.
it's-
Yeah, it came out so good
It'll
too.
come out.
I heard that
soon
collab
on this
before I
track.
heard your actual version of the song. So like when we were shooting the episode, and you're like, "So you want to run?" I was like, "Oh, that's the
Yeah.
I was like,
What's that song?
Exactly.
yeah."
Yeah.
It was
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I love it. So not to mention all your shit's just like super ingrained. Like it's catchy as fuck.
Thank you.
No,
I appreciate
in a
that.
good, like, it's really good stuff. We I think we told you guys before when we were sitting with John during an editing session, we just kind of had your latest album just on in the background on repeat.
Uh-huh.
And there was never a moment where it was like, let's skip the song or let's shift gears.
Well,
or,
honestly, that was
I'd
like
skip a
one of the
couple.
first times I actually sat down and listened to your album in full. You know, I've listened to the songs before, but I was like, these guys are fucking good.
like, I really
I'm
want
excited
people
for
to
this
hear you
shoot.
guys.
Like,
you.
this is
Yeah,
gonna be
that's
fun.
awesome.
These guys
No,
are
exactly.
talented.
And
Thank you.
really, it did come down to you guys giving us that opportunity because, just like you're saying, like,
Well, you created it. by doing what
yeah,
you're
we
doing.
created it, but you also need the practice and refinement of those performances. And us during COVID having an opportunity to get together and like spend time as a band together and just sit outside and
Yeah, and
hang
really
out for a
build
bit.
those relationships.
Exactly. The last couple practices before we shot and played the weekend before in Montana were great because we knew we had stuff coming up that we needed to get our energy elevated for and set at a specific, like, at a spot that we knew we can reach and only exceed. You know,
Yeah.
like those practices were so much fun because we did our practices and our shows are like they're super similar. The only thing that changes is I'm gonna sit there and mess around with the interlude between songs while we're practicing and just be like, how can I incorporate what I'm doing here into our next show?
Yeah.
How can we sit and be like just because I know that's not going to be on the full cut, but it, just like Zach was saying, that's like, it's just a driving psych rock tune
Yeah,
on the record.
I know.
And it's
we,
really
we
quiet
need to
on the
release
record.
that in the bonus content because that's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
cool.
but like
Yeah, well,
the way
and
that we were able
It's
to
important
practice,
to capture it all. Yeah.
yeah, we practiced that like 3 times the way that we shot it, which was just a lot heavier,
Yeah, just
super
doomy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just like
halftime.
before,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
just heavy, and that's like
that's cool.
having the time out of necessity, basically,
Yeah.
to practice that and get our
collaborate
creative
as a
mind.
band too.
Yeah.
Which that's what a lot of like what you'll see live in these videos is when we were practicing as a full band, we were really like trying to come up with ways that we can change it up from the album, that we can make our live performance stand out. And when we're practicing, we just try to go with the flow and jam. You know, we'll play one of our originals and then jam out to some random song in between. And so once we actually like would come up with something for the song that actually like sounded good, that we could
Yeah,
all
yeah,
like
that we all
solidly
agreed on.
agree on, then it was just like, all right, let's go with it, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I-
And
That's the beauty
honestly,
of it.
half of our stuff, when we practiced it, all I'm thinking is like, how does this look? What does this
Right.
sound like?
Well, yeah, that's
and
part
being
of the
able to
show,
see
man.
it
That's
is
presenting your
life changing. It's super
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Well,
thank
and
you guys so
You guys
much.
pulled it off. Man.
and
Thank you.
and like not only like with the video being able to give us visual feedback, like we said, we'd never heard ourselves recorded before. You know, it also helps kind of point out exactly what we need to work on. You know, like what we could improve in ourselves. And I think using the time during COVID right now is a perfect time for any musician to really focus on that.
Yeah.
I know with us in particular, we've really like tried to take this time to get to know each other better and
That's awesome.
and build like personal relationships better because ever since
I
well
know.
well like
I mean, honestly, we've been
That's the
together for
foundation
what,
that
like a
really
year?
drives
Yeah.
the creative.
yeah well
no,
it's
Teddy bear.
but like
Right.
we came together so fast. I mean, I found James on a Facebook ad.
Yeah.
And-
yeah, let's backtrack. Let's talk about all that stuff, and I want to hear that because I haven't heard it yet.
If this ends up being an hour and a half, you can cut it down to 25 minutes.
Before
if
you start
need.
this, I want to say, so me and Zach used to work together.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
always talked about jamming,
And we
it
never
never
did.
happened.
Yeah.
And now I'm fucking pissed. I could have been Josiah.
Yeah.
You guys would be way better.
Well, no.
No, James and I went to college together.
Okay.
We-
Yeah,
we
so-
worked
that
for
was a
while.
college relationship. No
Yeah,
offense,
so-
Tyler.
Well,
If he
I mean,
ever
if me and
happens
Zach
to
were
break
jamming
a
at the
right
time,
We're
leg,
brothers, you know. If
Yeah.
I break a leg,
We all know about
we'll let
college
we're gonna have that thing you do.
experimentation.
Yeah.
He's gonna break his
That's
wrist.
such a good movie.
That's my favorite
Yeah.
movie.
it's so good. Oh my god, great movie.
But no,
Cool
we
classic.
these guys had been together, and like I guess you guys can tell that part.
Oh.
Like they were doing like
It all started back in college.
I was experimenting. He was experimenting.
I was getting really into psych rock and.
But no,
LSD
I found him on a Facebook thing. They posted in like one of the musicians' pages on Facebook, and it was like, "Hey, we're looking to put something together. We need some people." And I messaged James on Facebook and asked him. I said, "Hey, I'm interested, but I want to hear some of the music first to see if it's
Which
something
I thought was a
vibe
bold
with."
move. Because I was
I
like,
wanna
if
make
this
sure
guy
your shit
really
doesn't
wants to
suck.
be in a
Yeah.
band, he should audition for me. And then I was like, wait, no, he's right. I
Yeah.
need to send him to me.
Well, and I wanted to make sure it was
Wait,
something that I could like,
Yeah.
that it was something that I felt like I could fit in with,
Absolutely.
because I'm not a country guy. I got mad respect for him, but if he was going to be playing some country stuff, not for me.
That's fair.
That's the
and-
next thing I'm writing, Zach.
Yeah, and
You're out of the band, bud.
You're out.
but he sent me,
Tyler's hopping
He's
in
got the
on
mustache
guitar.
already.
yeah,
I just shaved mine.
he sent me a copy of
That was cute.
Out of Luck, the opening
Yeah.
song on the CD, and I remember listening to it, and I was like blown away, and I legitimately in my head was like, he found some band somewhere, and is using this as a front to get someone in, and so I was like, okay, yeah,
You're
let's
like,
go,
maybe.
yeah.
Fun fact,
I'll
it
steal
wasn't
someone
on
else's
me.
music.
Yeah, but so like then I was like, oh yeah, let's meet up and talk, and that's when me and Marshall came and met you guys.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, hey,
We need to mention.
we gotta freaking shout out Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall.
God,
Sorry your car
You're
got
about to say
stolen.
I thought about it earlier and then I forgot.
Yeah,
So
Marshall can't be here
Our
tonight.
fifth member, other guitar player, unfortunately, his vehicle was stolen, so he's not able to.
Sorry it took so long for us to shout you
Yeah.
out, Marshall.
Any
Yeah.
Spokane people looking for a blue Mazda truck.
It's like bright sparkle
Bright
blue,
sparkle blue.
single cab, late
real
80s,
small.
early 90s.
You probably wouldn't want the car.
It's only
but
two-wheel
report it.
drive.
But Marshall does.
Marshall wants it back.
Yes.
You would like.
Please help. Call 911.
Or just- But yeah, no, that's when we came.
Or your local tow company.
yeah, either one. If you have a repo guy in your contacts, just hit him up.
I would
He can
give
probably
you
do
the
it.
case number, but we don't have it yet. He's still
Yeah.
talking to police.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we went and met these guys up at the Lantern on the South Hill, and it was like instant chemistry. I feel like,
Yeah.
we all hit it off, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. And I don't remember we needed a bassist because I didn't want to play bass.
Yeah, I remember you
Well,
and
no,
Marshall
okay,
kept arguing about
the
playing
The
bass.
first practice.
Landed yourself a pretty good one.
Exactly. The first practice, Zach, Marshall picked
played
up the bass first.
Yeah.
And he just tore it up playing some slap stuff. He just played guitar on the bass. That's all he was doing. He was just
I also
playing
had
what
the
you
pleasure
normally
of playing some Tool cover with him during our shoot.
Oh,
Yeah.
He was better than I was, but
He's the tool guy.
Marshall's a monster musician.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
really is.
really
He's, he's got some type of alien DNA going on
Right.
in there, and you can see it with his bald head and weird gray shaped face.
Yeah. In the hum
Yeah.
that comes through the mic.
Yeah, it's a constant. Too.
Yeah.
I noticed.
He's electromagnetic, okay?
Yeah.
He's
He's weird.
activated. That's funny.
Hey, Nick from ESCNW.
Yeah, let's take
Shout out
it.
Yeah.
ESCNW.
Would you mind grabbing me another beer, please?
Oh!
Thanks for the sick jewelry.
Anybody else
want another beer?
Yo, hey,
I
there's
just
a
wanna hug
couple
you. That's
full
what I
ones
want.
right here.
Well, that's the beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
the beer
That's
man.
advertisement.
Nick Michaels, Evergreen State of Conscious, Northwest.
Kills
Beautiful
My
stuff.
goodness gracious.
Beautiful.
it. He's done all this art here,
Set design.
all this
I only
clothing.
got 4.
You only have
Step
4.
into the camera, Nick.
I'll
Say
take
hello.
two.
3.
Then I guess that'll be alright.
Thanks, man.
Well, okay.
I'm good.
I'll just have this.
Nick actually, right here, was
Yeah.
our first official sponsor.
Yeah.
Heck
Thank
yeah.
you.
Dude.
ESCNW,
Thank you so
Evergreen,
much.
State, Evergreen State of Conscious Northwest.
Hang out, man.
Come on in.
Talk, man. You're
How
just
did
as
we
much
get
part of this as the rest of us.
Alex, I'm pretty sure.
Well, he was living with
He was
me.
living
Yeah,
with
he
you.
was
I
living
remember
with
first
Zach.
practice, we went upstairs and hung out with Makeda and met all your dogs, and then Alex was there too.
Yeah,
I'm
we
pretty
met
sure
him
you
and we were
popped out of the
talking.
room and you were like, "Hey."
Don't remember.
I know.
Okay.
And
We were like, we like this guy.
did I hear that you like just started playing bass?
Yeah, like literally
yeah.
maybe a month before I joined these
Are you
guys.
kidding me?
No. Yeah.
Before that, like I played guitar since like 14, but
Okay, so you
Yeah.
had a little okay.
little experience,
Because
but
I gotta say you're plucking and singing.
that's good because I always feel like I'm not.
No.
Well, it
Yeah.
serves the song. It's well placed. I've definitely taken notice to that.
Oh, thank you.
You guys all complement each other really well. It's all well placed. It's serving the song. It's serving the dynamic, and I just hope you guys keep putting it out there because
for
you know
Mhm.
Thank you.
we'll have you back. season 2. And, whatever,
Oh, yeah.
whatever it is.
Season 2, live from a place.
Live
Drunk from
anywhere.
somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, drunk from somewhere needs to happen.
That's what we need to
I
do.
promise.
We're already doing.
We'll be
I mean, we
episode
already
1
have.
through 100.
Yeah.
We have a pretty good drunk story at James.
Well, you
Yeah,
better
this
talk.
Oh,
the-
we're talking
is this the
about
Pack Ab?
Pack
Yeah.
Pizza. What a
Yeah.
night.
Tell us the story, because I've heard bits and pieces.
Okay,
From
so
few
here's
different
my
people.
version. Here is my version.
What do we got here?
We get to
Here's
the
my
show,
version.
bro. We get to the
So we're
we
we're
set-
playing at Pack Ave Pizza.
Gosh
in
darn it,
Grand
No,
Rapids.
Zach.
talk at the
Zach
same
don't-
time.
Okay, I'll talk into this,
Yeah.
Mikey.
Okay.
So basically, what was happening?
I'm
Are
gonna
you
have
not
to
going
edit
to
that,
talk?
You know, right?
No, that's fine. Dude.
You have no
Basically,
distance control.
I was fed a lot of alcohol in a night.
3 beers and a shot of Jameson.
Oh, babe, are you drunk?
No! Oh my goodness. There
Easy
was
there.
3 shots of whiskey and a few beers. So, my brain wasn't functioning at its highest level. And then I became sleepy and I wanted to sleep. So I went outside after the show. Thankfully, a blessing from the Lord above. These guys took care of putting everything away, got it loaded into the car as I
Slept
Tried-
on the bus stop bench.
I slept on a bus stop.
He passed out. He passed out on the bus.
Classic story, Lane Staley.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
You know,
understand that.
that's Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't know who
sorry.
Lane Staley is.
Dude, I am a sheltered little child.
We're old, Tyler. That's the real. expression.
James knows Paul, John, George. and Ray.
That's right.
that's about
As
it.
long as you know George is the best, I'm cool with it.
Me and him share a birthday.
Oh,
So you know.
February 25th. If you want to send presents, DM me.
I got my mindset on.
I have that on vinyl.
Are you shitting
Which one?
me?
I swear to God.
How have you not told me that
I
yet?
don't know. I have everything on
That's the
vinyl.
best song.
dude, I was looking at your vinyl collection. It's good shit over there.
Yeah.
You have
There's a lot
a
of good shit in
collection.
there.
Yeah.
You should look in depth after we're done with this.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
there's a couple at the bottom that I was like, I'm gonna have to. These are old. I don't want to like
There's a lot
pry
of
too
really old
deeply.
stuff.
Dang, dude.
So Nick, we brought you out here to talk, man, because I want to just hear a little bit about your story. Not to hijack anything, but we're
We've rambled.
friends here hanging out. Talking, so
You're our
we're just gonna-
first official sponsor. Like,
Yeah.
we're
plug
gonna
your
hang out and
shit,
talk,
dude.
Man. Let's
Plug it.
How did ESC&W come to be? Like can you give us a
don't have anything
little
on this,
rundown? Because
Yeah, for sure.
you've
ESCNW
been a godsend for us, man.
was just an idea, a thought that kind of came into fruition in the sense of New York state of mind. You know,
Mhm.
the whole idea of that. I always thought that was like powerful.
Sure.
Mhm.
And then I was thinking like consciousness, like where are we as a civilization? Like we got to go there, you know. So I was thinking evergreen state of consciousness, ESCNW. That's where the acronym comes from, you know.
Yeah.
The Northwest at the end of it, just kind of relevant to where we are. You know?
Mhm.
But we're just
we did the
we're
same
just
thing.
I'm just building, just trying to create and just trying to bring people together like y'all, you know.
Yeah.
It's the same kind
exactly.
of concept, same kind of everything of this energy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's just kind of it all flows. You know, that's the thing that we've all been talking about. You know, with it, the flowing, not forcing. It's just been flowing with all these live from somewheres. It's just been it's just been a vibe.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
every single one.
Dude, honestly, when I sit and look at your art, just how it like sits and how it's presented
Look at that.
Yeah, right.
is beautiful. And not to directly tie it back to our stuff,
You should though.
but I'm going to.
That's
like-
a smart move.
When I was recording the first album and I was sitting and listening to it, I would finalize a draft of something, and I would sit and listen through all the way through. And when I would close my eyes and just really dig into the sound, everything that like shows up, like closing your eyes and just listening to something brings visions to you. That's why music is so powerful.
Absolutely.
I'm honestly in awe of how you can make art bring that same thing that I can like feel in music, but like looking at it, I'm like, oh,
That's great.
that's a
Do you want to
feeling.
know a crazier thing?
What's up?
Is today all those pieces were created while listening to your music.
No.
Dude, that
I
that
created
middle
every
picture
single
with
one
the
of
gold
those pieces
frames,
today.
Jacked
that
up the
literally
values of all
is
those
them.
paintings right now.
No.
I'm
That
just
middle
saying, like,
picture
for real,
is
like,
you guys to a
I
T.
channeled your energy of what you were shooting through
amazing.
the
I
energy
love
of
that.
sound waves, which
Dude,
are, you know what I
it's
mean?
so
got
evident.
And I
man.
channeled
You
it
got
so
it.
evident.
that through,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
That's
I created
crazy.
every single one of those pieces today.
Well,
Even
Nick,
these
you know,
ones?
you
Dude,
carry
thank
with you
you.
like
Yeah,
a
honestly,
very
that's
thank you
right.
so
Yeah, man,
much.
thanks, girl.
you carry with you a very positive and outreaching kind of like vibe or whatever. Like, you know, you and I just first met based on this production, and we've already had some great conversations as far as personal development and the state of things and where we're at certain points in our lives. And it's clear that where you're coming from is from a pure, genuine place of, you know, just vibe and personal development and just how you react to things and what you're gonna do about it.
For sure. It's
You
a
know?
lot to do with like channeling and like being open and like receptive and like ready to receive.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? Of stuff that you're not really, you know, super familiar with, you know, but just knowing that if I
familiar with it, yeah.
trust, you know, I trust what my inner gut, my intuition is telling
Exactly.
me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Riding that vibe, that wave instead of the wave of, you know, everything that's kind of
going on.
It's just
Yeah.
bogging
fed
your
to
mind
us,
down.
you know,
Yeah,
being fed to
exactly,
us, you know,
exactly.
whether we know it or not, you know.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, I feel like I've met you a couple times before when I came and shot with Exact Change and Matisse. I feel like I saw you at a couple
Yeah, I was
shows.
here-
Maybe
I-
at Lucky
Yeah, he was
You.
here for the.
He was here for
I
the
was here for
podcast
that
here.
podcast.
Well, no, I'm saying
That's the first-
before the
before that
podcast.
even.
No, I don't think
I feel
so,
like
man.
I've run into you because I'm almost positive you were wearing the Kobe jersey too.
Maybe.
Because
Oh,
I saw you in the
yeah.
Kobe
Kobe.
jersey and I was like,
Rest in peace.
I know that guy.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Rest
peace,
in
Kobe.
peace.
Black Mamba.
Number 8, 24, right? Okay.
You got both of them.
Home run, boys. But the first time I met you, like after we had shot that, you had some shirts laying around and you're like, yeah, dude, do you just want a shirt? And I was like, yeah, but can I pay you? And you're like, dude, artists give, artists take. We support each other.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
be a brother.
That
And that
sounds
was
like
like, that's what's so positive, and that's what the music scene in Spokane needs, is just being like, you're a brother. We're doing the same exact thing. We each have our own individual struggles,
Yep.
but each of our own goal is to succeed in what we're passionate about.
Yep.
And that's where like you guys coming in to help us helps you guys in a way.
Yeah,
like
it was
like
reciprocal.
being able to
you know?
have something of ours shot and have you guys do everything to make it look beautiful and have that stamp of it's live from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
about showcasing
it's
the
amazing and
importance
it's-
of that expression and that display
Exactly.
of the creatives that were behind it.
We're
Yeah,
trying to
and
disintegrate
having-
that whole clicky thing.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
guys
Completely
scene,
unnecessary.
you
And
know.
Nick, you fit
We all wanna
right
bring
into
each other
making
up.
sure that those things are like positively like
sure.
reinforced, because
Yeah.
when we were setting up, there was for sure frustration points.
Oh,
But
yeah.
every time I would just look at you and you'd just be like, "Here's something positive.
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Enjoy this." And
There
it
you
was
go.
just like, "Damn."
Well, and I feel
needed
like
to
you
hear that
radiate
right then.
that through everyone too,
Yep.
because like even there was a couple times when we were recording where like we took a break, and you in particular, Ryan, saw how frustrated we were, and that you like.
I've been in that.
Yeah,
exact
and
situation.
and you pulled
Countless
us,
times.
you pulled us aside, and you're like, you know what? No one's gonna care. Like the only one who you're the only person in your head about it at this point. People want to see this, you know. Like stop overthinking it and just do it. And
They're
so,
gonna love seeing the humanity
Just
behind
do
it all.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They don't want to
exactly.
see if they want to see a cookie cutter, perfect, auto-tuned,
Mm-hmm.
beat synced, whatever, they can find that anywhere else.
Spotify / and the oh Hey, if you're kids.
Ryan, also, you might want to get cozy with Nick. You might be out of the shot right now. I just realized.
I'm okay with that.
He's just vibing out.
We can scoop. We can scoop.
Let's
Get nice and close.
I know if I want to scoop.
I'll
I'll just squeeze your guts.
Well, I
okay?
guess it means getting closer to Nick. I guess.
Yeah. Well, we also have one more sponsor to shout out. Ethan from Dynamite Enterprises.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Talk about somebody who's all about uplifting the community efforts
sure.
in any
Yeah.
sense of the word.
He defines that.
Support your local everything is literally his tagline.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's busy ass dude. He's supportive of anything he can get his hands on, and he believes in the efforts here, and they're on board to just help us bring this platform to as many people as we can. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Not only is he one of the hardest working people I know,
so hard working.
his band hopefully will be on soon.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nixon Rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hoping to get for 5th or 6th episode. I mean, they're on board, but we just got to figure out logistics of everything.
Any band who says no to you guys
It's
is
happened.
stupid.
It's happened.
No offense to whoever. You guys are missing out on an
wasn't meant to be that.
extremely
You know?
big opportunity.
Yeah, for real.
We agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Who wouldn't want to work with these guys?
You guys have set such a standard in Spokane of what this can look like
Yeah.
For sure.
that I
Absolutely.
do not see anybody surpassing
I mean, this
the
is
quality of
not to
those
toot our own
videos.
horn, but I feel like we're
No, for sure.
producing a national product.
Well, yeah, there's no one else.
for a local
for local-
city.
With
This showed up
Yeah.
on like
Well, in chaos comes opportunity,
There you go.
and so like in the middle of the chaos, you guys have found the
that
opportunity.
was like dedicated to music.
And that
There
was
isn't one anymore.
that was all
No, they're not
bred
that.
from just the sheer desire to experience that for ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, we've been saying
We're
it since,
missing out on it.
since day one.
How can we see concerts? And this is how we figured it out.
We're
No, you guys did it
local
the best
musicians.
way.
We're local music fans.
Yeah.
We miss this shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
We're doing this because we fucking love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss
We-
going to
yeah.
shows.
What
We
Seeing-
miss going to shows, playing shows.
I get to go out and record bands that I love live
Yeah. Hands
in
on
an
the
intimate performance. You know,
Exactly.
I don't have to fight all these fucking stupid kids to get to the front.
Yeah, to get to
Yeah.
You know, like
You
you
guys
guys like
are
35 and I'm
front
6'4",
row.
but
Well,
you
and
can stand behind me. You know, but
We'll
now I get
figure
to
this
watch
out
you guys
one way
and
or
record
another.
it.
Yeah.
and it's true. You guys did figure it out. I mean, even when we were shooting, we had the issues with the generator that we couldn't figure out, and we had to
Yeah.
like,
There's always going to be something like that.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You know?
and
Every time, no matter what.
Yeah.
You gotta have a little bit of chaos to kind
Yeah.
of
And
spice
it's,
it
it's
up.
about what you do.
he's taking a
So-
potty
It's
break.
about, it's about how you
sorry,
react.
boys.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, it's
Oh,
how you
Lord.
decide to deal with it. How
Come
you
close,
react.
Connor.
and what you're good at.
Saw, dude.
Another thing that's super dope about Live from Somewhere is there's so many aspects of Live from Somewhere. Like, it's not just music. Like, it is music, but there's other aspects. There's like style, there's like clothing, there's like conversation, there's intimate, of personable talks of like, the band, like you learn how these people are, and like, like aspects of like art and stuff like that. There's just so many different, I feel like aspects of just the growth and
I agree.
And
where
the
it's going,
relationships we're all
yeah,
building,
you
too.
know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
well, you're building
natural, organic.
relationships,
That's a great
yeah.
word, organic,
Yeah, exactly.
It's human expression.
Yeah,
for sure.
You're
At
building
its finest, really, you know what I mean? And
relationships.
it just adds so much more depth to the idea, you know what I mean? There's so like, you can't just, this Life from Home is just this, it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
Well,
it's
it's
just-
bridging.
it's
It's
just a
bridging the
lot.
gap.
but it
between
brings it all
everything.
together to the live
Yeah.
music, it's like, it's just like Spider-Man,
Yeah, yeah.
people who
Grab
What's
the stuff
that
and pull it
term
in.
where one word is spelled the same way but can sound differently? Homonym? Like live versus live?
Homonym.
Oh,
Homonym?
sure.
I think
Yeah.
So like we're live from somewhere, but it could also just be live from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
It's
It's like
You're living from
we have that
live
design,
from
that
where you're
sacred
at.
Washington.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's what it is. Like, it has two meanings, It
Yeah.
has keep the state sacred, which is Washington, the Pacific Northwest, trying to get us the pureness of the beautifulness of us, like, it's so beautiful here, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So just
It's-
like, the
it's
idea
land.
of just keeping this state sacred and bringing people to know, like, yo, look at this area, like it's one of a kind, you know.
It's
And also
super
the other
cool, yeah.
meaning is
Well,
keep
and
your
our talent pool is
for
just
sure
as beautiful.
It's
as
untapped, really. That's the thing.
just
Like
as
that's what I'm saying.
beautiful
We're
as our
tapping into the
surroundings,
untapped abundance of all that there is.
That's
You know what I
good,
mean?
yeah,
And
for
then the
sure.
other meaning that of that is like keep yourself sacred, like sacred yourself. Like you have to keep. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep,
Like if
absolutely.
you're just doing this all the time, you know what I mean? Like giving. You know, you have to know where you are internally. You know what I mean? It's true.
You're just so happy, man. I love it.
It's
Yeah.
just happiness.
I
man.
ran out of fucks about a year and a half ago.
What else can you be though besides
And I haven't
happy,
been
man?
happier, you know?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, you
And
gotta,
you know, this
gotta
guy's
give
got
them,
a good contribution to that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just let go. Just
I try though, you know,
yeah,
let it go.
let it go.
but you know, like that quote, like just because he wears it well doesn't
Were you
mean it
singing
less
Let
heavy.
It Be?
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Everybody,
Okay,
everybody
I was like,
deals
that's
with that
not
shit. You know
Frozen.
what I mean? Like
I know the
everybody deals with it, that eternal struggle.
The real
You know what I mean?
Very fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
How you feeling, Tyler?
ESCNW, Dynamite Enterprise, River City Brewing.
The beers.
Shout out for the beers.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and who else?
Thank you.
That's
Nick,
us.
Ryan, myself, Tyler.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
Thank you guys, man. This has been fucking fun.
Absolutely
been
awesome.
Yeah, it was a good
Thank
one.
you so
Super
much.
cool.
I can't wait to watch this back and be like, I was drunk.
Oh yeah.
That's why they brought me up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
like
I'm just
someone's so
No,
good.
do you guys have any? I guess you know it's cliche, but closing arguments. Do you have anything you want to throw out there for
Shout
people who are
outs.
following you? Anything you're about to put out, like shamelessly self-plug
No,
yourselves.
he's getting serious now.
This is what it's about. This
So,
is why we're doing what we're doing because we want you guys.
Love is everything.
exactly.
Amen.
Love is everything.
Good night.
Love is
Exactly. So we do have a second album that is in the works, folks. Like I was saying, COVID has caused a giant terror of just writer's block. So we'll try and release singles pretty often. Don't know what that's gonna look like, but please just like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. That's gonna be the best way for you guys to
Share.
stay
Yeah,
connected.
share with your friends, please.
please.
It's
Watch
spreading
our
that word.
video. Watch the video.
Stream on Spotify.
For sure, that video is so good.
Show
Like
people.
when you're sleeping,
So good.
Joe
just put their
Rogan.
record on
Repeat.
Repeat.
The
Can't beat
Wolfpack
them.
Just
method.
let it ride.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Wolfpack
You'll,
method.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Really. I will Venmo you $1 a month.
And that'll
If
be
you
less
sim-
than they make off
If
your
you
singles.
hit up
It's
his
true.
DMs.
That's the thing. I will be losing money, but that's okay. So yeah,
I was
singles
one time
are
able to
on
pay
the way.
something.
We're also working on just being a little bit more creative in ourselves as independent artists. Having a platform like you guys is honestly a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity.
Well, we'll
Yeah,
have you back,
and that's
so
the
it's
thing.
released twice.
Hopefully.
Live from somewhere again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Live from another.
So yeah, we're
Telling
gonna
you
try
drunk
and be
from somewhere.
pushing pushing our own iPhone videos, but I would come to this one first. Don't
Yeah.
go watch our stuff. Do go watch our stuff, but watch this one first, then watch our stuff.
Then go down the rabbit hole.
Exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, singles on the way. Anything else I forgot?
We want to give a huge shout out to you guys for bringing
Yeah.
us on and taking the
Oh,
risk.
Yeah.
And definitely
totally
like
Appreciate that, man.
with the just the quality of the product that
It's
came out
beautiful.
is unreal.
cool.
I think
It's
it honestly
Sounds so good, Tyler.
Yeah,
Sounds
like-
so good. The kick you made sound fat as.
it was thanks
A
to the
chunky
stick
person.
holding the kick mic up.
No, it's
Yeah, it was the putter.
It's for the
You
mic
got it,
stand.
Yeah.
Beyond this.
Well, I'm gonna close this out by
That
quoting
sounds good.
your favorite band, my favorite band. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be,
That's right.
and that just epitomizes this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, so I want to
Absolutely.
thank you guys for coming
Very
on and
Yeah,
being
thank you
our
so much.
second
Thank you.
artist.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Live from somewhere.
Thank you all for watching.
Love you, give us equal to
Catch us on
love and take.
episode 3.
Let's record like 3 or 4 more of these just so we can keep talking, you know?
We can't stop. You guys can't
And-
stop drinking though.
Yeah.
Just keep drinking, and then just watch the
Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Nice work, guys.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Hopefully it wasn't too nonsensical.
No, I think
If it is, somebody will enjoy it.
yeah.
I know that I'm definitely buzzed. So.
You know what?
Yeah,
Fucking
I'll
and
go
high.
smoke a
I
cigarette.
realized fucking 2 minutes ago. You handed
Pump
me
beer.
a fucking
Oh,
10
Jesus.
barrel beer, dude.
Yo, dude, hey, guess what? Fuck you, look it.
I know, but I was sitting there the whole time with the label pointed out, like on my chair. I just saw the white can. I was like, oh yeah, it's a River City.
You think people are going to be able to tell
No
them?
one will know it.
I had a
look at
great
that.
time
That's
tonight.
sponsors.
If you ever want to have a good time,
Etienne's gonna watch this and be like,
record with Live from Somewhere. Do it. These guys are amazing. They made my gross ass look amazing. Am I too close?
No. Keep going.
Okay.
This is pure gold.
I don't know what other advice I would give you besides watch Live from Somewhere. Subscribe. You can do that right here. Follow O and the O Wells. We're
Please.
gonna be here, please, but mainly those guys. Really.
No.
We wouldn't be as cool without these guys. So, I'm
Nor
not
would
even
we.
cool. I'm not even cool. Who is this?
I was
Tyler.
looking around
Who
earlier
is
'cause
this?
we didn't set up the fucking GoPro. Oh, it's right there.
It's right there.
Oh,
It was
I
recording.
was looking around the whole time. I was like,
I'm just gonna let this ride roll, see what we can capture.
Blinded by the light.